questions, pop them to us, and you've got a chance to win this fantastic book. That was a big bang.
I think someone just died.
Hi everyone, Stephen here from Big Daddy PR. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to talk about lots of things that we probably won't actually talk about. Does that make sense? But most importantly, I'm going to talk about this with this man who's the author. So Matt, I'm going to go on Instagram Live.
Okay.
Give me an intro to your book.
The book is a sales book, but more importantly than being a sales book, it's a self-help book for salespeople. Because most salespeople in my experience, and I don't know if you're the same, Stephen, will be pretty good at selling.
Yeah.
They'll have the fundamental basic sales skills, but they'll spike. Sometimes they're on it, and when sales are going good, life's good. And then sometimes when sales aren't going so good, life starts to be a bit difficult and dreary. And so really this book is about recognising that people have got some great sales skills,
Yeah.
and then giving them some what we call performance psychology tips to help them make those skills more sustainable, a bit more persistence, so that actually they can be more consistently good at what they do. Everybody on the planet is a salesperson. And linking that fundamental point to the fact that we all need a bit of help now and again, I think is the key point of the book. What is it that's allowing me to create habitual, consistent ways of ultimately, and I'll use this word selling, and I don't like to use it much because I think you and I both agree it's not selling, it's helping people.
It is.
You know, we are professional mind-maker-uppers. Our job is to help people make a decision.
The phrase salesman comes with this cliche.
Yeah.
Because it sticks with me. I hate the fact that I'm a salesman. I'm a very good salesman because I don't sell.
Yeah.
Because to try and help people, we solve a problem.
The best way to get what you want is to help someone else get what they want.
100%.
And if you can do that, and that's really what the book tries to help people with, you get a lot further in life, I think. There are two words, aren't there? And we go back to that discussion we were talking about, the stereotypical salesperson. Well, the first word is manipulation. And lots of people associate, you know, the cheesy Swiss Tony type salesperson with manipulation. And let me give you an example of that. I'm going to give you a pen and a piece of paper. This is manipulation.
Okay.
So, you're familiar with a pack of cards, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so tell me what the four suits are.
Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades.
Okay, so of those four suits, Stephen, I want you to tell me two of them.
Okay. Hearts and diamonds.
Okay, hearts and diamonds, you're saying?
Yeah.
What are you left with?
Clubs and spades.
Of those two, clubs and spades, pick one.
Okay.
Which one?
Spades.
Okay, so write spades down on that piece of paper. I'm going to give you four numbers,
Yeah.
and I want you to tell me two of those four numbers. Two, I'm going to make it really easy. 2,
Okay.
4, 6, and 8.
Yep.
Tell me two of those numbers.
4 and 6.
Okay, now if you take those two numbers,
Yeah.
tell me one of them.
6.
Okay, what are you left with?
4.
Write that one down. So what card have you got written on that piece of
4 of spades.
the 4 of spades? That's exactly the card I was thinking of. And that's manipulation. But if you don't believe me, put your hand in that pocket. And that is the 4 of spades. And that is what manipulation is.
I'm impressed.
Well, it's simple, isn't it? All we're doing is conditioning you, as the buyer, to go somewhere I want to go based on what you said. The second word is inspiration, and that's more important, I think, as far as sales is concerned. Inspiration is what you do. Inspiration is really what sales goes book's about. It's about how can you inspire people to go and be better at what they do.
Yeah.
And I think that's a much better place to be rather than the other one, which is manipulation.
I would never get that out to somebody because I just don't think like that.
I mean, I wasn't born like that, and that's a very well-used sales skill. You can YouTube it anytime you want. What you create for yourself, what I create for myself, is a habit.
Right.
So I know that so often, so well now, it just comes straight out.
Yeah.
And that is the importance of this. Because when you get into a process of repetition, as you know, the more you repeat and the more you focus and concentrate on the things that you want in life, so let's say, for example, delivering some kind of message that helps you get to the 4 of spades, being a good one, the more that you practice that over and over and over again, it takes about 60 days to make a habit. Guess what? Within 60 days, you can get in front of somebody and be incredibly helpful, very confident, and get something like that across without sounding forced or embarrassed or even nervous, yeah?
Okay.
And that's why this thing comes into play, and it's obviously not just selling, but it comes into context with everything in life, really.